Ophthalmology is a fantastic specialty. We deal with patients who are blind or visually impaired, and with the technology we have these days, we can help people regain their vision so that they can become productive, so that they can have some quality of life associated with their vision. I'm Dan O'Brien. I've been doing ophthalmology for 40 years, and it's a rigorous specialty, spending a lot of time in the operating room. As a consequence of that, at about 10 years into my practice, started to create some problems. There were times where my neck was so sore, I felt that the lactic acid was building up in my neck, and I thought, well, this is just another form of exercise. To sit without movement for a significant period of time, that could cause some long-term issues associated with your own body. I thought that because of my physical fitness, I'd be able to power through a lot of these difficult positions. And early on in my career, I was able to do that. But later in my career, it came back to create some issues and some problems. And I had two significant musculoskeletal issues. Throughout my career, it probably recurred maybe 8 to 10 times or so. And each time it was there, it lasted probably 2 to 3 weeks before I was able to resolve it. And I was able to resolve it 100%. I felt really, really good. However, at one point, it didn't resolve and it didn't start to get better. And at the same time, something else changed a little bit. I started getting a little bit of tingling in my arm, and I thought, oh, that's curious. So I ended up actually seeing a neurosurgeon. I had some imaging done, and it became evident that I had some narrowing at my C5, C6 disc space, and I had a small osteophyte there impinging on my nerve, and that was causing the taser-like feeling that was going down my arm. I was starting to wonder, is this going to be something that's going to create a problem with my longevity in my career? But in addition to that, once I decided that I was going to go and have surgery, there are a lot of issues associated with that. I had never really taken much time off work before, so that would be a significant change. I also thought that if I took time off work, would I ever get back to work? And that was worrisome for me. I felt like I was still relatively young to develop a musculoskeletal problem, but things can happen to young ophthalmologists, even early in their career as well. We all know that care of the patient is critically important, but care of yourself also is important. You really can't look after a patient if you're unwell or physically unfit or suffering from an injury. If I had some advice to give young ophthalmologists, I would say stay fit, care for your patients, but also care for yourself. Learn about ergonomics and incorporate it into your practice. When we're young, we all feel invincible.